Sorry for that internet problem. Now everything is fine, right? Now my voice and screen is visible, friend.
Yeah, it's a
Visible.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, 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 okay. Now, okay, let's see that, right? Let's see that. So, okay, so here for the connecting to means for what we have need to load the driver for that Oracle here we are taking, right? So now what is that? If we want to connect MySQL with MySQL, we have need to take what is that? This one, okay, na? This class name with fully package name, okay, na? This class name with fully package name, okay, we will paste it, okay. This is the MySQL driver class name. After then if we want to stable the connection, right, so we have need for the MySQL, not here, not here for Oracle, we have need what is that? MySQL, right? So come here, so copy this one from here to here, just copy it, don't copy sono, right? Sono no need, right? Just copy from here to here, paste it, and after then come to our database. What name we taken? Student, right? We taken what? Student. So here you have to put student, students, right? Students, okay. So but MySQL database password is root, and the username also is root only, right? root root, okay na? So that's it, okay na? After then what is that? Just I'm searching the query, right? How to create table in what? In MySQL base. Create MySQL table, okay. Create table, like, okay, here create table same only, right? Nothing is different, I think. Yeah, something someone is sent to me. No, no, Pankaj, no global name in the MySQL. Global name is not required, okay na? So what is that? Create table, right? Increment. I don't want varchar, and what is the data type? Just I want to see that data type, okay na? So ID int. Okay, okay. No, there is no different, right? No different. So let's write the query, okay na? Come here inside. For that, how we will write? Come inside that. What is that? The method is already we wrote, right? To what is that? Create table, we will use this method only, right? With this method for the create table in what previously we created using this method. What is that? In the Oracle database, right? Now we will create the table inside MySQL. For that, what we will do now? Come here, right? Come here. So already the query we wrote, right? But what we will do now? We will write the query for whom? For whom? MySQL, for the MySQL, right? So let's write it. The query public static final string, right? String create table, create underscore table for MySQL, right? MySQL, okay, fine. MySQL, for that how we will create, right? Create table, what is that? I'm creating the student, yeah, student only. Let's student, right? Students. Now inside that, what is that? SNO, right? SNO. Oh, after then int, in the MySQL data type is int, right? After then what is that? Comma. After then s name, s name equal to varchar, varchar, varchar only. That just varchar, nothing more. Than size I'm giving, what is that? 20. After in the Oracle database varchar 2, but here varchar only, right? So now, okay, now SMARKS marks, right? Now here I'm taking what is that? Here we can take double also, because in MySQL double also is there, right? So but still I'm taking float only, float, right? Like this is the query, right? So what we will do now? What we will do now? Come here, right? Come here. Which method we will take? What is that? First method only, creating the table. Previously this is the Oracle database query, right? But we will pass this query only in the same method only, right? So create the table. I'm pasting this method, means this query, right? So okay, come in the test class, come in the test class, okay na? Comment this one. Okay, I commented it. Okay, so now which method we will call? Just this method we will call it, right? This method we will call it. Create the table. After then, what we will do now? Creating the table is created. It will show the message also. Table is created now in the MySQL database. Table. Okay, table is created now. Okay na? So table is created. Okay, fine. So come here first, let's see that. See, in the student, see, there is no table. I'm refreshing. See, view, stored procedure, function, all those things is there, right? Internal things is there related to this. What is that? This database, this object is there already, but students table is not there, right? Students table is not there. Okay na? So okay, but whenever we will create, there is no data. Data will be not there, right? Data will not there. So what we will do now? Okay, let's run this application. Run this application. Let's run this application. Okay, table is created. We got the message, right? Come inside that. Come inside. This is the Oracle database, right? I'm not using the Oracle. We stable the connection between what MySQL, right? This is MySQL. So what we will do now? Right click, refresh this object. See, student table is created or not? See, inside that student table is created. But if you want to see the data, there is no data. SNO, S name, S marks, right? But null. That field is null only. So I want to insert the data, right? I want to insert the data in the what? In the table, right? One record, let's insert one record also, right? So what is that? We will apply this method only, right? In this method only we will apply the operation. So for that, what is that? Let's write the query, right? Let's write the query. Okay, so what is that? Public static final string, right? String, what is that? Insert underscore student for MySQL, right? For MySQL is SQL, right? For MySQL, okay na? For MySQL. So for that, what is that? Insert student, right? Student, insert student. Yes, students, students, right? Table name is students only, right? What is that? Students. Okay, yeah, students only, right? Student. Now what is that? Value, values, values. Now placeholder, right? I will use what? Three placeholder. Now question mark, comma. Okay na? This is our, what is that? This is the query, right? This is the query for, sorry for that, here into, right? This is the query for what? MySQL, to insert the data, right? So for that, which method we will use? Just what we will do, we will use that insert student record. Okay, no problem. Yeah, this one only, right? This one only. Hey, where at the time of using placeholder, right? I modified this one because of that. See here, insert a student, but here update method is this one only, right? We are getting the some issue still. Okay, we will check it. Okay na? See, now I'm seeing that I'm modifying another method, and the use is another method, right? Okay, import our repository in this program. Okay na? Okay na? Okay. So let's come here, right? So let's come here. I wrote, right? I wrote, what is that? I wrote for whom? I wrote from whom? MySQL database query, right? For the MySQL database query. So for that, inserting the record, right? So for that, inserting the records, right? So what we will do now? We will copy this one and we will paste here only, right? We will paste it here, and what will happen? Let's see that, right? Let's see that. Come here. See something. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. We will do that again. Okay. So now come here, and what we will do now? Inserting the record, right? Inserting the record. Let's uncomment it. Now alt shift, yeah, I uncommented. Now here we will comment it. Yeah. So for that record is not inserted. Alt shift F, control shift F. Okay. This is what is that? 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is our what method, means this is our logic, right? Inside that what we are doing, that just I'm taking 101, right? 101, 101, 101. Here what I'm taking, that here what I'm taking, that Pankaj, right? Okay, now Pankaj. Okay, so now let's run this application. Let's run this application. Okay, no problem. We are getting what? We are getting error. What is the error? Read it. Table students already exist, right? Okay. It's saying that table already exists.
Comment.
So we have,
Not complicated
What
table, sir. Text class, sir.
yeah, we have need to comment this method. We are calling this method again, right? If already student table is there in the database, then we will get what? Error only, right? So now again run it. Again run it and run the application. Yeah, record is inserted and come inside that and refresh the table. See 101 Pankaj 101. So like that we able to connect our database with MySQL also or not. So just nothing. Query is different, and what we will do now, data source, right? Data source configuration, right? The data source configuration we have need to change it. That's it. Got the point? Now,
Yeah, thank you.
now confidence came or not, Prashna? Please do the practical, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So, again, what I'm going to do now, what I'm going to do now, I'm removing this one, and again, I will perform what that Oracle database operation only, right? So now, what Alt Control Shift T, right? Control Shift T. So, what is that Oracle driver? Oracle driver, right? This is the Oracle driver only, right? So what I will do now, what's happening? Yeah. Oracle driver, till now I will copy this one. Oracle JDBC Oracle driver, right? This is only, right? Full package name. No, here from Oracle JDBC Oracle driver. Oracle JDBC Oracle driver. Okay, copy from here to here. Okay, copy it. Now come to here, paste it. After pasting that, fine. Okay, so here what is that? Oracle. Okay, I forget it. I'm not remember. Okay, na. So now copy it. What is that? Oracle URL.
JDBC colon Oracle colon thing.
Mm-hmm. Who will remember? Let's copy from the internet. Okay, na. These things is not frequently we are doing. Okay, so remembering these things also is car only. Okay, copy it and here come to here. Fine, right? So now things is completed. Okay. So
Local name is XG.
yes, yes, yes.
Local host.
Yes, yes, fine, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now, till now, the things is completed. Okay, na? So, okay, row mapper. So what? So let's next discussion is row mapper is a callback interface, right? Row mapper is the callback interface, but using this callback interface, we can customize in our DAO layer, right? In the BAO business object in the service, we can customize the query there also, right? So for that, okay, let's understand first. If we want to customize, right, if we want to customize our database data in our Java application, for that what we are using, that callback interfaces, right? Callback interfaces. So multiple callback interfaces are there, but I'm going to take only one. And even that interface also, we are all operation we are able to perform using what, this method only. So what is the use? But let's learn that callback interface also, one callback interface also. And you people will get what, little bit confidence. And the next weekend onward, I will start what, spring ORM, right? Based on the spring ORM, we will learn what is that data JPA, right? Data JPA. Because if anybody is good in the spring ORM model, right, data JPA is nothing from them, okay, na, nothing from them, I can challenge it. And spring ORM I will explain, right? Spring ORM I will explain like that. Even I will cover, because abstraction of hibernate only, spring ORM is abstraction of hibernate only, right? So I will give analysis about the, first I will give the analysis about the hibernate, after then we will learn the what is spring ORM, because I will reduce the code, right? Whenever we are using spring framework, at the time we are reducing the code. So what code I will reduce, those things I will give analysis. So first initial, first day, theory only, but those theory, see, yesterday I was explained the theory only, but those theory I implemented in the project or not, and even based on this theory I'm able to give clear picture to you people or not. So if I'm explaining the theory, please concentrate on the theory, right? And listen properly the theory, because based on my theory, practical is there, right? So, and even if anybody good in this much theory, right, they can crack the interview about the spring JDBC. If any question will ask interview, definitely you people able to give the answer, right? Definitely you people will give the answer, okay? So callback interface, right? So if we want to customize our data, right, means at the selection time, it just means callback interface using what, we have to customize our data only, right? In the Java application itself only, so for that, how? So for that we have need to write one class. If we want to perform what, select operation using what, object format, right? So for that purpose we have need to write one class, right? Like how, public model class, that is, that class will become model class, right? So now public, yes, student, right? Public student, inside that, right, what is that, private is private int, right? Private int SNO, right? SNO is there, private string, right? Private string s name is there, after then what is that, private is, double double, what is that, marks, s marks is there, right? S marks, these four properties there. After then what is that, setter and a getter method is there, right? Set and what is that, get method is there. After then we will override two string also, right? We will write this to, and what is that, row mapper interface is there, right? Row mapper, for that one more class we will write, right? And we will implement in that class what is that, row mapper interface. My interface is what is that, callback interface. Callback means what is the underlaying our IOC container will create what, will take the data from the what, database, and we will read that data, right? We will read the data, means normal in the JVM, right? Whenever we are writing the core application, means dynamically, if our JVM is generating some data, to read those data, for that what we are using, means for those operations we are calling what, callback, right? So same like using that, but in spring, callback interface is given, right? Spring people is given what, to performing those kind of operation, we are giving what, callback interface. By using callback interface we are performing this operation, right? So for that, just I'm taking only one, row mapper. I don't want to waste the time you extract row mapper and other, so many callback interfaces is there, right? but just we, if we know that only one row mapper, if we get the time, if we get the chance to work on other callback interfaces also, because all callback interfaces work is the same only, but some callback interfaces using just only selecting the data from the what database, just unique duplicate data will not return back. Some will return list of objects, some will use what return just customize object, right? Just customize object. Okay na. So for that, okay, so but little bit critical here, I'm going to make this application little bit critical, right? Little bit critical, because I'm going to write near about three more classes. I'm going to increase it here. Okay, so I'm going to increase three more. So for that, okay, row mapper is one interface is there. Row mapper, one interface is there, right? One interface is there. See, based on this interface, right, we will perform that this model class operation, right? And we will means row mapper, this row mapper will select the data from database, right? So let's understand as what diagrammatically, let's understand as a diagrammatically, right? So row mapper, what row mapper will do? Row mapper, if we take, right? So whenever we will select, whenever we will perform the select operation, right? Whenever row mapper means just performing the select operation, non-select operation we can't able to perform using callback interfaces, right? So select, if we want to perform select operation, right? So for that, what is that row mapper interface is there, right? So row mapper interface, what it will do, it will hit the database, right? Whenever we will perform that what operation, right, it will hit the database. And what is that, it will generate the result, right? It will generate the result, right? Using what, using the operation, based on the operation it will perform single row operation also, and it will select the list of object also. Okay na. So for that, okay, so so whenever we are performing what select operation, at the time, what is that, row will come, and the row mapper, what row mapper will do, row mapper will take that data, right? Row mapper interface will read the data, right? Will read the data from the database, and it will, that is convert that object, means still we are getting the single row, right? But it will taking the data, and that data will convert in the object format, right? Object format again, after converting that data in the object format, it will return to our object, our application, right? Then it will return to our application, right? It will convert, means first row, means by selecting that using select operation, right? Select operation, it will hit the database, and after then it will return back to what, our result set. Then result set will return, and after taking the result set, right, result set, what will happen, the result set will convert into the what, student object, and it will return to our java application only, right? So for that, what is that, we have need to what, two classes. First we have to one model class, another one is row interface to implement. For that so how we will implement, like for example in that, so like we have what is that, student row mapper, we will write row mapper one class we will write, right? This is the class, and we will implement in this class, we will implement this class, what is that, row mapper interface, right? We will implement this row mapper class in this means is this, in this student class, right? In student row mapper class we will implement that what, row mapper. In that, one abstract method is there. Based on that, using in that abstract method, we will write the logic, and let's we write the logic, and we will see directly as a practical only, right? So this much theory is enough, this much theory is enough for the row mapper, and let's see that as a practical only, right? So let's see that as a practical. So for that, how but it will take methods also. Let's see the method also. Okay now, first understand the method for row mapper. Okay, for the row mapper, right, how many methods we will perform, two for the selecting. We will, if we want to select, right, if we want to select multiple row, means multiple row from the table, come here in the table, if we want to select all all record, right, all record, for that one method is there, right? Query method is there, come here. For that, to selecting all record, for that, what is that, query. query method is there, right? Query method is there. But if we want to select only one record, right? If we want to select only one record, means if we want to select only just 101 Pankaj and 33 in the object format, right? In the object format, then what method we will use for that? Query for object, right? Object method is there, and its return type is what is that? List of what? List of generic student. Here I said that I will explain generic also, right? So student, right? It will return what is that? List of student, right? But here this one will return what is that? Just only object, right? This method will return what? Just only student. Just it will return what? Only student object only, okay na? So this method will return only student object, okay? So but in that, what is that? This method is what is that? This method is what? Three argumented method, right? Query for object is what is that? Three argumented method. First it will take what? Query, which query we are performing. After then what is that? This row mapper object it will take, right? After then last one is what? It will take serial number, because we are selecting one, right? Which record we want to select, that serial number also it will take, right? It will take that serial number also. But this one only, this method will take only query. After then row mapper reference, right? This one is a two argumented method, and this one is a three argumented method, because serial number also we have need to pass in this method, okay na? So let's see as a practical, and we will complete the session today, and the next session we will listen we will work on what is spring ORM. And spring ORM I will explain much, too much I will explain, okay na? In the spring ORM I am too good in spring ORM, okay na? So come here. So okay, so now what we will do now? Come, let's create one what is that? Let's create one student object, right? First let's create. So for that, in the same project only, right? In the same project, what we will do now? Right click on this folder. After then let's take the class, right? So for that, what we will do now? Com.rk dot model, model, right? Model. So what is that? Student, student, student. I'm taking the class, right? Student, right? Inside that I taken the class student, okay? I taken, fine. So in that, what property we have need? Just I'm taking what? Private int, right? Private int SNO student std. Just I'm taking std, right? std id. I'm taking what? std id, right? Private what is that? String, right? Private string std s std sn no s name, right? After then what is a private is double what is that? std what is that? std. Here I'm taking s name, okay? std s mark. This is what? This is the property, okay na? After then I'm taking a setter method. Setter select all, now generate it. Now alt shift s plus s, two string also I'm taking, right? Now everything okay. Our student object is ready now, okay na? So for that I said that, okay na? Come here, come in the diagram. I said for that we have need one object mapper also, right? Object mapper also, okay na? Student, what is that? Student object mapper also, okay, fine. So I'm going to use one more stereotype component stereotype annotation I will use, okay na? Here, so I don't want to configure this student row mapper object in the configuration file, okay na? I don't want to use this one, okay na? So for that, what I will use component annotation, stereotype annotation, okay? So okay, come here. So for that, what we will, let's create one more package, okay na? Inside that we will, what is that? Com dot rk dot what is that? obj mapper, right? So now what is that? Student, student mapper, right? Student mapper, okay? This is what? Our class, okay? So this is our class, right? So I said that come here in the explanation, what implement row mapper interface, which is the callback interface, which is called as what, callback interface. So what we will do now, we will implement that class, right? So what we will do now, implement. Okay, implement, what is that? What is that? Row mapper, row mapper interface, right? So see there are two classes in the same row mapper in the Java X dot swing tree also there, and a row mapper in the Spring. So we have need to select Spring, not a swing, right? So otherwise it will not work, but it's a generic type, I said that, right? So here what we will do now, student, we will pass student only here, right? Student, student, student class, okay na? So yeah, we passed it here. But I said that, right? I said that in that row mapper one abstract method is there where we will write the logic, right? Where we will write the logic. So because of that, it's showing that error. So let's override that method. Alt Shift S plus V. Now mapper row. Okay, we got it, right? We got that things. Okay, na? So come here, come here. Now delete it. So I said that, come here, na? So we based on this method, right? What's happening, control Z. Okay, based on this method, come here, I say come here in the diagram, what will happen whenever we will perform the select operation, right? It will hit the database and it will generate the result set. Means I said that, right? This is the result set, and the result set will convert in the object. Means this one is the object, I said that. And this object will return to our application, right? That object will return to our application. So what happening here, this is the row, right? Row. So come here, result set, this one is what, result set operation, right? Means it will hit the database, and in the database it will return back to result and a result set. So how we will see that? See, whenever it will return back, these two argument is there, return and int number, right? So int number, result set. So how we will do now? Okay, so okay, so what operation we will perform that, for that, what is that? Okay, let's see that. Okay na? So in the row mapper, what we will do now? Mm, um, yes, yes, we will create the student object, right? This object, student object, right? We have need to perform, right? First, because we have need to set, after reading the data, reading the object from what result set. Because whenever we will perform, right, this operation, it the data means record will come, this record will come in the result set, right? In the result set, come here, yeah, in the result set. Okay na? So after then what we have need to convert, what we have need to convert, we have result set. After then result set, we have need to convert that result set in the object format, right? Object format. So let's see that how we are converting. Okay na? So for that, employee, no, sorry, student, what we will do now, we will create the student st equal to, what is that, new student object, right? I'm creating, okay na? I created the student object, right? Means this object, this class object I created here inside that row mapper. Okay na? Now st dot, how we are setting that, set the data, right? Set the data. Okay, I'm setting that, but what is that? But data is where? But data is where? In the database, right? In the database, data is there in the database. So okay, now data is there in the database, but how we it in our application, where it will come? In the result set, right? So what we will do now, rs dot, what is that, get, rs dot get int, right? Get int. In that, what we will pass? SNO, right? SNO, what is that? What is there? See, SNO is there, right? SNO. So that as name we will pass in that here only, right? In the string format, right? Okay, so okay, now this is the int type only, right? This is the int type. Here what is the number type? But in the Java, that is the number things will generate as a string only, right? So okay, now what is that? St dot, what is that? Set, right? St dot set s name, right? S name. Okay na? After then what? Where the result is, we will read the result set, right? Rs dot, what is that? Get. Rs dot get string, right? String, what is that? SNO. What is that? SNO only, right? SNO. See, S name, right? S name. Now S name, S name. Okay, S name is there. Okay, fine. Now st dot, what is that? Set. st dot set. After then what is that? Marks, right? So after then what is that? We will take this reference rs dot what is that? Get double, right? Get double. Okay, we taken the double only, right? After taking the double, what will happen? Come here, right? Come here.